G'day and welcome to another edition of Hef's Beer Reviews. Today I'm reviewing these two beers here, Heineken. This one, green 330ml glass bottle, brewed in Australia, under licence by Lion. And the 330ml can, the genuine article brewed in the Netherlands. We're going to do a side-by-side blind taste test and see what kind of differences we can notice in the beers, if there are any. Although, let's be honest, we all know there will be differences. So this one here, brewed in Australia, as I said, under licence by Lion. It's been brewed that way for around 20 years, from what I understand. It's not a beer that I drink very often. I did do the side-by-side with the Heineken Silver, and I've actually started to drink Heineken Zero once or twice a week as well, but this one very infrequently. Dutch brewed Heineken. It's been a very long time since I've had Dutch brewed Heineken. In fact, I reckon it's been a good 20 odd years since the Rugby World Cup in 2003 that was hosted here in Australia, and Heineken is what they were serving at the stadiums. That's the last time that I can remember, at least, drinking Dutch brewed Heineken, because it's just not a beer that I ever really drank regularly. This one comes courtesy of Boydo from Beers with Boydo, so thank you once again for sharing this one with me. I will get Mrs. Hef to come and pour these into two identical glasses. I won't know which one is which. They will be plonked down here on the table, and I'll come back and do the taste test. So we'll catch you soon. Okay, we're back. I have the beers here in front of me. They look pretty similar, if not identical, at least in terms of colour and carbonation. Just got a bit of condensation here on the glasses, but I'd say that's a straw colour. There we go. A clear straw colour. Not much carbonation coming through in these glasses, non-nucleated. And we've got just under a finger of bright white head in both of them. Size of the bubbles is pretty similar. It's quite tight. Let's go in for the aroma. Oh, there's a difference. This one, I'm getting more malt on this one. A bit more hop aroma in this one. Still not sure which one's which. Let's go in for the taste. Cheers. Okay. Oh, big difference. Wow. Wow. That's ridiculous. That is so different. All right. Let me go in again and I'll see if I can describe what I'm tasting. And the contrast between the two beers, they could not be more different. It's blown me away. I expected them to be different, but I'm not sure that I really thought that they would be that different. The contrast is just enormous. This one's light. It's a light malt flavour. There's a reasonably light hop flavour as well. It is an all malt lager. They use hop extract. It's Heineken. It's a classic Euro lager. It's clean, it's crisp, it's refreshing, it's sessionable, 5%. They're both 5% ABV. Bit of dryness about the finish. This one. Smoother, more body, more malt. More depth of flavour. This one, there's just not as much, there's not as much flavour there. Not as much depth or complexity. It's like it's a completely different grain bill. This one is more carbonated. This one has less carbonation, but there's far more of that malt character coming through, that bready malt. This one's more bitter. I mean, overall, I'd say that this one seems to have more hop flavour, but this one has a higher level, at least of perceived hop bitterness. But you'd like to think that they've probably both got the same IBU. Why there's that difference, I don't know. This one's sweeter. This one's probably drier in the finish. This one, there's a dryness to the finish as well, but there's also a bit of lingering sweetness from the malt. I much prefer this one. I think this is Dutch brewed. I think this is Australian brewed. Hints of lacing from both. Yeah. All right. Let's see what we've got. This one. Piece of paper. A, that would indicate Australian brewed. And our other piece of paper that goes with this one, D for Dutch brewed. So there you go. Dutch brewed Heineken. Less carbonation, more malt, more flavour, more depth of flavour, nicer flavour, little bit more bitterness, smoother, more sessionable. Australian brewed. More carbonation, less malt flavour, not as much depth of flavour. It's a bit lighter, little bit less bitterness, little bit drier in the finish. Not as nice, not as good a beer. That's a nice beer. I mean, Australian brewed Heineken, it's not great. It's not great at all. But this one, that's a really nice lager. Yeah. Boydo, please let me know in the comments where you got the can of the Dutch brewed Heineken from. Australian brewed Heineken you can get anywhere. This one, far more difficult to find these days. So there you go. Dutch brewed, much better. Much better. I cannot believe how different it is. Completely different. We'll leave it there. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time on Hef's Beer Reviews.